What current trend or behavior is escalating beyond control? Everything is becoming subscription-based. Even technology. Now they want to do printers. Wild? You need a subscription for life. Raising streaming prices regularly, or incorporating ads in the service. Acting like a jagoff in public for internet points. There's an episode of Star Trek Voyager where 7 of 9 readjusted her regeneration chamber to give her more information than her brain was capable of processing. She started coming up with all kinds of conspiracy theories and would come up with different accusations on different people based on the same information that was overwhelming her mind. I think that's a good metaphor for social media. Increasing the price on lower quality garbage. We pay more, for less of a lower quality product in just about everything nowadays. Consumerism making everything trash in general has gotten so out of hand. Intellectual laziness. 1-minute videos don't allow for nuance. These unnecessary TikTok trends where kids are destroying property, embarrassing people and acting like entitled dicks in general. Corporations buying single-family homes. Lack of empathy. Extremely loud phone FaceTime conversations on public transit, with zero regard for the others around you. Some people are actually yelling on speakerphone aka megaphone. Shut the fuck up. Main character syndrome. Stupid rage bait videos that show useless hacks that are solely to annoy people into interacting with them. Sports gambling. It's part of every sports broadcast both during the game and on commercials, also part of the sports discussions leading up to a game. If you go to a stadium to watch a game live, there are booths and machines to bet, plus some have people walking around with boards selling bets directly in the seats like they do hot dogs or beer. Think of major moments in sports where betting was seen as a dark under the table thing. Pete Rose, Michael Jordan. I'm not saying players are allowed to gamble still, but it's so much more involved now. You used to have to go to a bookie or go to the tracks, or Vegas to bet. Now you have it in your pocket whenever you want. It's been fully accepted by the sports media and it's just out in the open now. People freaking out on airplanes and causing planes to be diverted. It's weird that it's happening all the time now. No accountability on an individual for doing an act that is harmful or dangerous. Doom scrolling. It's doing an absolute number on people's attention spans and perception of reality. Family social media accounts and vloggers who are parading their non-consenting children all over the internet. Children are not content. Points perks app for every store or restaurant. Self-righteousness. Everyone point out others' mistakes or shortcomings online even though they have their own list of mistakes. Subscription models for everything. Microsoft Office. How quick people go from disagreeing to violence. I hope there is a one-time thing we are leaving behind. Election year in the US will be interesting. Recording strangers. Extreme fandom toxicity. It's okay to just like something or not without being a crazy person about it. I've heard it called main character syndrome. It's an epidemic that so many people think the world revolves around them. It has gotten worse in the last few years. Subscription software. Consumerism, but that's been escalating out of control for decades now. The rising cost of housing and the increasing homeless population. All forms of public indecency for clicks and views. Rage bait karma farming. Job listings paying $46K a year but requiring a master's. Disrespecting teachers in the classroom. Recording yourself doing anything. Intentional ignorance. Maybe a bit of slanted millennial gripe, but working closely with Gen Z. A glaring deficiency in just normal social interactions and conversations. Plastic surgery, especially in teens, young adults. Self-diagnosis, and using said self-diagnosis to excuse shitty behavior. Idolization of politicians. It's so fucking weird. The denial of the scientific methodology. Dumbing down of society. Everything becoming a subscription in which you never truly own the product. Shrinkflation. Paying the same or more and getting less. Lack of critical thinking. Being incapable of seeing the other side of any argument. Tribalism is rampant. Recording people without their consent. There's a high income inequality coupled with the current inflation. The vehicle takeovers where cars shut down streets and do burnouts. Giving money to those in need and filming it for views. Social media influencers. Their vapid TikToks, pranks, shorts, and entitled holier-than-thou personas. Pranks on the elderly. It's confusing and gross. Let them have some peace. They've earned it. The rush to destroy anything or anybody who makes someone feel bad. No one is taking responsibility for their own feelings anymore. If they feel bad, it has to be someone else's fault. Threatening your political opponents with violence. Willful ignorance. Using your gender, race, skin color in order to justify your ultra shitty behavior as a human being, by claiming the other person is a racist, sexist, etc. Broccoli hair. Dynamic pricing and Ticketmaster's bullshit. Anti-vaxxers. Measles is making a comeback. How younger people are terrified of aging, to the point of aging themselves prematurely with multiple procedures. My friend works in the cosmetics industry and says they are coming in younger and younger to prevent wrinkles from forming. JFC. Crazy, selfish and impulsive driving. Victimhood as social currency. People asking for tips in a non-tipped job. McDonald's. Walmart. Others? For just doing their job. Hate and fear of the other. People who are different than you due to race, sexuality, religion, sex, political ideology, etc. It's a useful way for those in power to keep the plebeians angry at each other instead of focusing their attention on who the problem really is. Censoring just about every word in the dictionary relating to human relations, drugs, certain crimes, and even historical things that have been said. Hell, censorship in general. TikTok challenges. Corporations raising prices for no reason. Lack of empathy for others. Cell phone use while driving. Pharmaceutical advertisements. Plus, I swear all of the commercials are made by the same advertising firm. Attention-seeking behavior. Plastic surgery.